Welcome to English Radio Channel. This is the place where real conversations help you grow your English and your life at the same time. I am your host, Mark.
And I am Sarah. We are so happy you're listening to us today. Today, we want you to think about a very common moment that happens to millions of people every single morning.
Your alarm rings, you open your eyes, and you turn off your alarm. Then, you just look up at the ceiling, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, how does your body feel right now?
Do you feel awake, happy, and ready for the day? Or maybe do you feel very heavy and tired? Do your eyes feel heavy, making you just want to go back to sleep?
I think for many people, the morning is a tiny moment of stress. It is a sudden feeling of being tired before the day even begins. We look at the clock and we think, oh no, not again.
Or we think, why do I have absolutely no energy today? The strange thing is that many of us are normal, healthy adults. We try to do the right things, like going to work and eating our meals.
But when it comes to our daily health, we still feel very confused. We do everything we are supposed to do, yet we still feel exhausted.
That confusion is actually very common in modern life. In English, we often talk about the concept of wellness.
Let's stop right there, Sarah. Wellness is a word we hear all the time now, so we need to explain it clearly. What does it actually mean for our listeners?
You're right, it is an important word. Wellness simply means the active process of making good choices for a healthy life. It's not just about not being sick, but about feeling really good and having energy.
Exactly. But the internet makes wellness seem very complicated and expensive. You do not need to do extreme diets, and you do not need to run a marathon every weekend.
You also do not need to buy expensive green drinks or complicated fitness machines. It's really just about everyday things. Things like knowing what to put in your body, knowing how to move a little bit, and knowing how to rest your mind.
And the good news is very simple for everyone listening today. You do not need to be a doctor to understand your health. Most of the time, you just need a few simple habits.
Let's quickly remind everyone what a habit is. A habit is something you do regularly, almost without thinking about it.
Today's episode is not about getting a perfect body in 1 week. We are not selling fitness programs or expensive supplements. There are no magic pills here, because magic pills simply do not exist in real life.
Instead of magic tricks, we're going to talk about 8 small healthy habits. These are realistic habits that can quietly and slowly change the way you feel every single day. And, of course, because this is English Radio Channel, you will also improve your English.
You will learn important vocabulary while you listen to our conversation. We will speak clearly and stop to explain new or difficult words, just like we did with wellness. And we will repeat important ideas so you can follow along easily.
Before we start with habit number 1, we have a small challenge for you. We really love reading your comments and stories, so please go to the comments section right now and finish this sentence.
Write this. When I wake up in the morning, I feel blank. Be totally honest with us. You can say energetic, tired, excited, or lazy.
Then add one more sentence to your comment. Write this. One healthy habit I want to start this year is blank. This challenge helps you practice writing in English while thinking about your lifestyle.
It also helps you reflect on your body and your choices. To reflect means to think deeply and carefully about something. It's the very first step to making a positive change and feeling better.
All right, Mark, why don't you start us off with a personal story? We always love hearing about your life experiences. Tell us about a time you realized you needed a change.
I would love to share that. Let me tell you something that happened to me a few years ago. It was a Saturday, which is usually the best day of the week to relax. I had no work to do, and I had slept for 8 full hours.
That sounds like a perfect start to the weekend. If you slept for 8 hours, you should have felt amazing. What went wrong?
Well, when I got out of bed, I actually felt terrible. My head was hurting and my body felt incredibly heavy. I was not sick at all, but I felt so weak that I just sat on my sofa and stared at the wall.
That's an awful feeling to have on your day off. You have free time, but absolutely no physical energy to enjoy it. Why do you think you felt so bad?
The worst part was that I couldn't clearly explain why I felt so bad. If you asked me why I was tired, I would say I had absolutely no idea. I slept well and didn't do anything physically difficult the day before.
But your body was clearly trying to tell you an important message. You were just not listening to what it needed.
Exactly. I felt like my body was a broken machine. I realized in that moment that I was not taking care of it properly, and something had to change.
So, how did you fix that bad situation, Mark? What is the very first habit our listeners need to build?
The very first lesson I learned is habit number 1. Drink a large glass of water first thing in the morning. It sounds almost too easy, but it is incredibly important.
Just water. After you sleep for 8 hours, your body is very dehydrated. Let's pause and explain that important medical word to our listeners.
Yes, dehydrated. Dehydrated means your body doesn't have enough water inside it to work properly. When you sleep, you breathe and sweat, meaning you lose water all night long.
Right. Many people wake up and immediately drink a cup of coffee, but coffee is a diuretic, which means it can actually make you more dehydrated. So the habit is to make sure the very first thing you do is drink water.
Exactly. You should do this before checking your phone and before drinking coffee. I recommend putting a glass of water next to your bed every single night.
Then, when your alarm rings, sit up and drink it immediately. It wakes up your internal organs and gets your brain working. It's a tiny action, but it completely changes how your morning feels.
That brings us perfectly to habit number 2. You need to move your body every single day.
Move your body. Does that mean I have to go to a gym and lift heavy weights for an hour? Because that sounds very difficult for a lot of beginners.
Absolutely not. Going to the gym is great if you enjoy it, but it is definitely not required. By moving your body, I mean avoiding a completely sedentary lifestyle.
Let's stop and explain that word for everyone listening. Sedentary. That is a very formal, advanced vocabulary word. What does it actually mean?
Sedentary comes from a Latin word that means to sit. So, a sedentary lifestyle means you spend way too much time sitting down. You do not move your muscles enough during the day.
Right, which is very common today. Many of us sit in a car to go to work, and then we sit at a desk all day. Then we sit in the car to go home, and finally, we sit on the sofa to watch television.
It's terrible for our human bodies because we are naturally designed to move. So the habit is to find a small, easy way to move every day. It doesn't have to be hard or painful.
You can go for a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood after dinner. You can do some gentle stretching in your living room while watching TV, or just put on some music and dance while you clean the kitchen.
Just get your blood flowing and your heart rate up a little bit. Small daily movements are much better for your long-term health than one crazy gym workout a month.
Let's move right along to habit number 4. You must prioritize your sleep. Let's explain that action word, prioritize, to everyone listening.
To prioritize something means to treat it as the most important thing. You put it at the very top of your daily list. Many people unfortunately think sleep is just a waste of time.
They think highly successful people don't sleep because they're always working, but that is a very dangerous lie to believe. Sleep is the crucial time when your body actually repairs itself.
It's when your brain cleans out unnecessary information and fixes your tired muscles. If you do not prioritize sleep, your physical and mental health will eventually crash.
So, how do we actually prioritize it in our busy lives? What is the specific habit we need to build?
The specific habit is having a highly consistent sleep schedule. Consistent is a great vocabulary word that we should explain right now.
Consistent means doing something the exact same way over and over. It doesn't change based on your mood. So, a consistent sleep schedule means going to bed at the same time every night.
Yes, and waking up at the exact same time every morning.
Oh, doing it on the weekend sounds very difficult. People usually love to sleep late on Sunday mornings to recover from the work week.
It's definitely difficult at first, but a consistent routine fixes your internal body clock, making falling asleep so much easier every night.
Habit number 4 is a major change in how. Habit number 5 is closely connected to the last one. Practice mindful eating. Mindful is a very popular word right now, so we need to explain it clearly.
Being mindful means giving your full, undivided attention to exactly what you are doing in the present moment. You are not thinking about the past, and you are not worrying about the future.
You are just completely focused on the here and now. Unfortunately, most people today eat mindlessly. They do not even look at their food while they consume it.
They eat quickly while scrolling on their mobile phones, or they eat their lunch at their desk while answering stressful work emails.
When you are distracted like that, you eat way too fast, and your brain doesn't properly register that your stomach is actually full.
So you end up eating way too much food without even enjoying the taste of it. The habit here is to put your phone away during all your meals.
Turn off the television and sit down at a proper table. Look at your food, chew it slowly, and really focus on how it tastes.
This simple, quiet habit dramatically improves your digestion. It also naturally stops you from overeating.
Habit number 6 can make some people very uncomfortable to hear. Limit your screen time before bed. Screens are absolutely everywhere in our lives now.
We have our phones, our televisions, our computers, and our tablets, but looking at a bright digital screen right before you sleep is terrible for your brain.
The artificial blue light from the screen literally tricks your brain into thinking it is still daytime. Over time, this bad habit can cause severe insomnia.
Let's pause and explain that medical word, insomnia, for our international listeners. What does insomnia actually mean in English?
Insomnia is a frustrating medical condition where you are completely unable to fall asleep. You lie awake in bed for hours, but your brain refuses to shut down and rest. It is a miserable feeling, and continuously scrolling on social media makes it much worse because the internet content is too stimulating.
Stimulating means it excites your nervous system and makes you feel very awake and alert. So the new habit is to leave your phone in another room 1 hour before you sleep.
Buy an old-fashioned alarm clock for your bedroom instead. Instead of scrolling on a screen, read a physical paper book or listen to some relaxing music.
Let's look at habit number 7. This is a very big and important one. You must manage your daily stress.
We all have unavoidable stress in our modern lives. Our jobs are stressful, managing money is stressful, and family life can be stressful. A little bit of stress is completely normal.
But chronic stress will slowly destroy your physical health. Chronic is a strong medical word that we should explain carefully to our audience.
Chronic describes something that continues for a very long time and never really stops. If you suffer from chronic stress, your body feels like it is always in a state of emergency.
That constant state of panic ruins your sleep, makes you gain weight, and damages your heart. We obviously cannot remove all the stress from our lives completely.
That is why we must actively manage it. The habit is to consciously find 10 quiet minutes a day to calm your nervous system.
You can do slow, deep breathing exercises in a quiet room. You can write all your worries down in a personal notebook to get them out of your head. Or you can simply sit quietly by a window with a warm cup of tea. You just need to find a small activity that genuinely calms your busy mind.
We have finally reached habit number 8. And honestly, this might be the most important rule of all. Be consistent, not perfect.
Exactly. Do not try to be a flawless health robot. When people try to get healthy, they often try to be 100% perfect from day one.
They make extreme rules for themselves. They say, I will never eat a sweet cookie again, and I will work out for 2 hours every single day. But nobody is actually perfect. Eventually, life happens, and you will miss a workout or eat a delicious piece of cake at a party.
And when that happens, perfectionists usually get discouraged and completely give up. They think they failed, so they go back to their old bad habits. We need to learn about the word moderation.
Let's define the word moderation for our listeners. Moderation means doing things in a reasonable, balanced way. You avoid doing anything to an unhealthy extreme.
Eating a fresh salad is good for you, but eating one piece of chocolate cake on your birthday is also perfectly fine, because that's moderation.
The best, most sustainable habit is to aim for 80% healthy choices. If you miss your evening walk today, just forgive yourself and go for a walk tomorrow.
Do not punish yourself for making one mistake. Consistency over a lifetime is much more powerful than being perfect for just one stressful week.
All right, those are the 8 healthy habits. We covered a lot of great practical information today.
Before we finish the episode, let's quickly review some useful English words from today's talk. This is the part where you really solidify your new English vocabulary.
Let's start with our first big word, which was dehydrated. This means your body does not have enough water to function correctly, leaving you feeling thirsty and tired.
Next, we learn the word sedentary. A sedentary lifestyle means you spend way too much time sitting down and not moving your muscles.
Next, we talked about processed foods. These are artificial foods changed in a factory, usually with unhealthy ingredients and chemicals added to them.
Then we had the great descriptive word mindful. Being mindful means giving your complete, undivided attention to the present moment without any distractions.
Next was the frustrating medical condition called insomnia. This is when a person is completely unable to fall asleep at night, even when they are tired.
Then we talked about the word chronic. Chronic describes a serious problem or disease that continues for a very long period of time without stopping.
And finally, we discussed the very important concept of moderation. This means doing things in a healthy, balanced way without going to an extreme level.
Wow, we shared so many useful ideas and vocabulary words today. We talked about drinking water first thing and finding ways to move daily.
We also talked about prioritizing sleep, eating whole foods, and limiting our bright screens at night. Remember, improving your physical health does not require painful, extreme life changes.
It all starts with very small daily habits that compound over time. If you just drink one extra glass of water tomorrow morning, you are already succeeding.
And the exact same rule applies to learning the English language. Small, daily practice is everything. Learning English becomes so much easier when you discuss topics that actually matter to your daily life.
Before you leave us today, please do not forget our special comment challenge. Please write one sentence in the comments section telling us, one healthy habit I want to start is blank.
Maybe you want to eat less processed food, or maybe you want to walk more after dinner. Tell us all about it. We read every single comment, and we love hearing your personal stories from all over the globe.
Your comments truly inspire us to make even better podcast episodes for you. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with us today.
Take care of your English and try to practice a little bit every single day. And take care of your beautiful body, because you only get one.
We'll see you in the very next episode on English Radio Channel.